You gotta understand, man, you're not using the muscle you're supposed to be using to do it. You're concerned too much about lifting so heavy that you're not actually pushing your chest out of it.
For those of you who don't know, that's arguably the best bodybuilder in the world right now, Samson Dowda, and he's telling Sam Sulek, another influencer, that it actually could be a problem that he's lifting heavy and constantly progressively overloaded. And I'm going to tell you exactly why he's telling you that. Now, progressive overload is one of the most important concepts when it comes to lifting weight and building muscle. Do better than last week, keep improving, you'll see muscle growth, right? But most people get it wrong. Progressive overload on paper, perfect, right? But the way that most people actually achieve it is by cheating, maybe like moving a different muscle in a different way, or swinging so they get leverage, or not using the actual muscle that you are trying to target to be able to lift that weight. That's the problem. They're forcing progressive overload. And be honest, bro, this is you as well. You're doing curls, you're swinging the weight up on the last like 4 or 5 reps. You're not actually using your bicep. Or when you're doing incline chest, you're arching loads and your elbows are flared and you're just trying to do anything to get the weight up. That's not actually achieving progressive overload. You're cheating. You're using your body in different ways just to get that weight up and not actually targeting the muscle that you want to grow. And this is such a bad problem because for so long you think the training's going super well, the weight's going up and up and up. I'm achieving progressive overload and doing really well. And then the muscle you want to grow isn't growing. And even if it does a little bit, it gets to the point where you can't push more weight and you begin to plateau because you've been doing poor form, or not even poor form, but you just allowed your elbows to flare a little bit. You know, you just allowed yourself to swing a little bit, your elbows coming off the pad a little bit. And that adds up, and then you hit a plateau, then you'll get super demotivated and probably quit or make much less muscle than if you just stayed humble, didn't attach your ego to the weight that you were lifting, and actually targeted the muscle that you were trying to target. So the easy way to fix this: record yourself doing your sets, right? It's that simple. No one's going to judge you, nothing like that. Record yourself. Or if you ever get the thought, oh, I didn't really feel it in that part of the muscle that I was trying to target, I didn't really feel it in my upper chest, for example, you're probably doing it wrong. Most people love to brag about how they incline press the 50s or whatever, but honestly, if you just get a 50 kg on a Smith machine, that same person would find an upper chest set difficult when they're actually doing it properly. Make sure you're targeting the muscle you're trying to target. Don't flare your elbows on an incline, for example, because you're not actually hitting that muscle, and stop forcing progressive overload just so the weight goes up.